Hello, everyone, and welcome. My name is Ellen, and this is a grounding and calming flow. Please come to a child's pose on your mat with your knees spread mat's distance. Stretch your arms out on the floor. Sink your hips back into your heels. Rest your forehead on the mat. Close your eyes and start taking deep breaths in and out through the nose. In this class, we're going to work on poses that make us feel grounded and present in the moment. So start to take deep breaths in and out through your nose, elongating the inhale and elongating the exhale. Focus on the sensation of the breath. Breathing in and out through the nose. When you're ready, gently press up through your hands to come into a seat on your knees and blink your eyes open. Breathe deeply in and out through your nose. On the next inhale, reach your left arm up and over, side body stretch. On an exhale, release the left arm down. Inhale, right arm reaches up and over. Breathe deeply in and out through your nose. Feel the stretch. Exhale, release. Left arm reaches up and over. Breathing deeply. Exhale, release the left arm. Right arm reaches up and over. Last time. Stretch deeply. And release. Come into a tabletop position on your hands and knees. Fingers are spread wide. Push through the hands. Pull in your core. Inhale, look forward, drop the belly. Exhale, round the spine. Inhale, look forward, drop the belly. Exhale, round your spine, push through your hands. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, cat pose. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, cat pose. Come back to a neutral spine, and you're going to turn around and look at your hip. So imagine you're making C's with your torso. Looking at one hip, looking towards the other hip. Move intuitively here, waking up your body. Looking from one hip to the other. Come back to tabletop position. Tuck your toes under behind you and sit your hips all the way back. Release the head down. Come into child's pose once again. Refocus. Find your presence, find your breath. And when you're ready, come back into tabletop position on your hands and knees. Your hands are shoulders distance. Your feet are hips distance. Tuck your toes under. Pull your core in. Lift your hips high and back. Downward facing dog. Start to wake up your legs, bending one knee and then the other, pedaling through your legs. Pull in your core and continue breathing deeply in and out through your nose. Find a moment of stillness in your downward dog. Stretch your heels to the ground. And slowly walk forward to your hands until your feet come behind your hands. Feet are hips distance, toes facing forward. Inhale, look forward, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. A little bend in your knees here. Release the tension in your back. Breathe deeply in and out through the nose. On your next exhale, slowly roll all the way up to stand. Your head is the last thing to come up. When you rise, feet together at the top of the mat. Tuck your pelvis down, pull your core in, roll your shoulders back and down, open your chest, stretch the arms down, mountain pose. Close your eyes here just for a moment and feel how right away your balance begins to shift from one foot to the other. Open your eyes, inhale, reach the arms up, look up, exhale, forward folds with a flat back. Inhale, look forward, flat back. Exhale, plant the palms, step back into plank. One line here, pull in your core. Look forward and lower down all the way to the floor. Hands come out to the sides of your mat, aligned with your shoulders. Pull in your core, inhale, push through the hands, lift your head and chest. Exhale, release. Inhale, push up. Mini cobra. Exhale, release. One more. Pull in your core. Inhale, push the head and the chest up. Exhale, release. Hands come back onto your mat. Come back into tabletop on your hands and knees. Tuck your toes under. Pull in your core and lift your hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Take any movement you need here. You can bend one knee and then the other. Or reach your heels down towards the mat in stillness. Rise up on your toes, look forward, take a big step up to forward fold. Inhale, look forward, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach your arms up, stand up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Hands by your sides. We're going to repeat that flow. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, forward folds, flat back. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, plant the palms down, step the feet back into plank. Lower down all the way to the floor. Hands come out to the sides of the mat. Pull in your core here. Press your toes down on the mat. Inhale, press up. Exhale, release. Inhale, mini cobra. Exhale, release. One more. Inhale, mini cobra. Exhale, release. Come back into tabletop position, hands and knees. Tuck your toes under, reach your hips back, downward facing dog. Press firmly through all of your hands. Reach your heels down towards the mat. Rise up on both toes, look forward, and take a big step up and other step, forward fold. Inhale, look forward, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach your arms up to stand, look up to your hands. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, hands down, step back into plank. Lower all the way to the floor. Hands come to the sides of your mat. Pull in your core, push the toes down. Inhale, mini cobra. Exhale, release. Inhale, push up. Exhale, release. Inhale, push. Exhale, release. Come back into a tabletop on your hands and knees. Tuck the toes under. Pull in your core. Lift your hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Great work. Breathe deeply here, in and out through your nose. On the next inhale, right leg reaches up and back, three-legged dog. Stretch through your leg. Look forward, pull in your core, and step the right leg through in between your hands. Come into warrior one or a high lunge. Right knee is over the right ankle. Tuck your pelvis, pull in your core, reach the arms up high. Breathe deeply. Maintain your focus. Left foot spins down, arms reach open, warrior two. Pull in your core, sink into your right leg. Strong warrior. Straighten your right leg, turn your right toes in, and with a flat back, forward fold. Coming into wide leg forward fold. Release your hands down to the mat and breathe deeply into your stretch. Shift the weight into your toes. Hands come back to your hips, flat back, reach your body up. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, warrior two, bend the right knee. Inhale, right arm reaches up and back, reverse warrior. Exhale, both hands to the mat. Step back into plank and push back into downward facing dog. Excellent. On your next inhale, left leg reaches up and back, three-legged dog. Stretch through your leg. Look forward and with a strong core, step the left foot forward in between your hands. Set up your warrior one. Tuck your pelvis, pull in your core, reach your arms up. Sink into the front leg, left knee directly over left ankle. Breathe deeply here. Right foot spins open. Open your arms, warrior two. Left knee over left ankle. Pull in your core. Look over your left hand. And release. Straighten the left leg, left toes turn in, left toes turn in, and forward fold with a flat back. Hands release down to the mat. Breathe deeply here, stretching through your legs. Bring your hands back to your hips and with a flat back, inhale, rise, reach the arms up, and exhale, arms open into warrior two. On an inhale, left arm reaches up and back, reverse warrior. Exhale, hands come down to the mat, step back into plank, and push your hips high and back. Downward facing dog. Deep breath here. Through your nose, you can release through your mouth. Rise up on your toes, look forward, step forward, forward fold. Inhale, look forward, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach the arms up to stand. Exhale, hands to your heart. We're going to come into our first balancing sequence here. I'm going to turn to the side so you can see me. You stay right where you are. Come into Tadasana Namaskar, mountain pose with the hands together at the chest. Find your balance and focus here. Plant your right leg firmly on the mat and lift your left toes below your knee or up on your thigh. Tree pose. Hands pressed together at your heart. If your balance is steady, reach your arms up high. Focus on one point ahead of you, finding your balance here. And release. Shake it out. Come back into mountain pose, feet together. And left foot plants down firmly. Right foot comes onto your calf or up on your thigh. Tree pose. Find a point in front of you that's not moving and find a steady gaze. Reach your arms up high and breathe. Release the arms, release the legs, shake everything out, and come to stand with your feet separated hips distance, toes facing forward. Flat back, reach your arms up, forward fold. Tuck each hand under your feet with your palms facing up. I'll show you again. So tuck each hand, under your feet with your palms facing up. Come to stand on your hands. You can have a little bend in your knees. Gorilla pose. Massaging your hands and wrists. And release. Shake out your hands. Slowly roll up to stand. And meet me in mountain pose, Tadasana, at the top of your mat. Inhale, reach the arms up, look up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, plant your palms down, step back into plank and lower all the way down to the floor. Hands come out to either side of your mat, aligned with your shoulders. Inhale, push up. Exhale, release. Inhale, head and chest come up. Exhale, release. Inhale, mini cobra. Exhale, release. Come back into tabletop on your hands and knees. Tuck your toes under, lift your hips high and back. Downward facing dog. Breathe here. On your next inhale, reach your right leg up and back. Three-legged dog. And with a strong core, look forward, step the right foot in between your hands. Come into warrior one or high lunge. Right knee over right ankle and open up, warrior two. Right toes turn in, flat back, interlace your hands behind you this time. And forward fold, letting your hands fall forward into a chest opener. Breathe deeply here. Bring your hands back to your hips. Reach the arms up and open, warrior two. Inhale, right arm reaches up and back, reverse warrior. Exhale, both arms down, step back into plank, and push up into downward facing dog. Very good. Breathe deeply here. On your next inhale, left leg reaches up and back. Three-legged dog. And with a strong core, look forward and step the left foot in between your hands. Set up warrior one. Left knee over left ankle. Reach your arms up. And right foot spins down, warrior two. Straighten your left leg, left toes turn in, interlace your hands behind your back, and exhale, forward fold. Let your hands fall forward. Breathe really deeply here. Hands come back to your hips, and with a flat back, rise up to stand. Inhale, reach your arms up above your head. Exhale, open up, warrior two. Inhale, left arm up and back, reverse warrior. Exhale, hands to the mat, step back into plank, and downward facing dog. Deep breaths in and out through your nose. Rise up on your toes, bend your knees, look forward, step up to forward fold. Inhale, look forward, flat back. Exhale, release. Inhale, arms reach out and up. Stand up. Exhale, hands to your heart. We're going to come into our second balancing sequence here. So find your steady gaze. Lift the left leg up into tree pose for just a moment here. Find your balance. Breathe deeply. Steady gaze. And reach your arms up. Left knee comes up. And slowly shoot your arms back, your left leg back, your body forward. Come into warrior 3. Left foot in flex, arms reaching back and strong. One straight line from your head to your leg, and release. Shake it out, and come back into mountain pose to move into the other side. Your right foot comes up on your calf or thigh into tree pose. Pull in your core here. Find a steady gaze at an unmoving point. And reach both arms up. Right knee reaches up. And float the right leg back and straight. Arms reach back, torso forward. Look down and a little bit in front of you. Find your balance in warrior 3. For 3, 2, 1. Release. Shake everything out once again. And open your feet mat's distance. You can have your toes turned out a little or turned in. Bring your palms in front of your chest and sink your hips all the way down to the floor, coming into Malasana. Your elbows push on the inside of your knees. Hips sink down. Deep breaths in and out through your nose. You can close your eyes for a moment here. On your next inhale, push through your feet, stand all the way up, arms reach up above your head. And exhale, release. Shake everything out, come back into mountain pose at the top of your mat. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step back into plank. Pull in your core. Lower all the way down to the mat. Release your arms down by your sides. Turn your head to one side. Close your eyes. Take a minute to rest here and notice your breath. From here, we're going to set up a plank pose on our elbows. So, align your elbows directly under your shoulders. Your palms can face down on the mat, pushing into the mat, or you can interlace your hands. Step your feet back and come into a strong plank. Check the alignment of your hips. Pull in your core, continue tucking your pelvis. Deep breaths here. Keep breathing. Pull in your core for 3, 2, 1 and 0. Release your hips down. Release your arms. Turn your head to the other side and relax for a moment here. Turn your head with your forehead facing down. Interlace your hands behind your back like we did in the forward fold. Pull in your core. Press your toes and pelvis down. Lift your head and chest up off the mat. Shalabhasana. Excellent. Breathe here and release. Head turns to one side. Relax for a minute. We're going to come into Shalabhasana one more time. So turn your forehead down to the mat. Interlace your hands behind you. Roll your shoulders open. Lift your head and chest off the mat. This time you can lift your legs also. Breathe here for 3, 2, 1. Release. Come back into a tabletop on your hands and knees. Tuck your toes underneath you. And lift your hips high and back, downward facing dog. On your next inhale, right leg reaches up and back. One more time, three-legged dog. Look forward, step the right foot forward in between your hands. This time, lower your left knee down to the ground. Right toes come to the outside of the mat. And you can stay here and stretch or lower down onto your elbows, coming into a lizard pose. Release all tension here, from your legs, from your hips, from your face. Come back up to your lunge and spin open so your left leg is straight, right leg is bent. Stretch through your left leg. Shift your hips to the back. Bend your left knee. Straighten your right leg. Feel the stretch in your leg. Shift forward, bending the right knee, straightening the left leg. And turn back into a lunge. Step your foot back to plank and push your hips high and back, downward facing dog. Breathe here. On your next inhale, left leg reaches up and back, three-legged dog. And with a strong core, look forward and step the left foot forward in between your hands. This time, left leg comes to the outside of the mat. Drop your right knee down. Stay here on your hands. Or level 2, lower down onto your elbows for lizard pose. Focus on breathing deeply and releasing all the tension you feel in your legs and hips. Come back up on your hands and you're going to spin your right leg open, left knee bent, coming into a leg stretch. Breathe deeply here. And shift your legs. Right knee bends, left leg stretches open. And shift back to the front. Bend your left leg, right leg stretches open. Come back into a lunge, step your foot back into plank, and push your hips high and back, downward facing dog. Stretch your heels down, breathe deeply, and lower your knees. Sit back into child's pose. Forehead comes down on the mat. Close your eyes. Take a little rest here. When you're ready, come back into a tabletop position, and we're going to set up elbow plank one more time. So align your elbows directly under your shoulders. Your palms can face down or interlace. Step your feet back. Hips are in one straight line. Continuously tuck your pelvis, pull in your core. Breathe deeply here, in and out through your nose for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Lower your hips back down to the mat and push back into child's pose. Forehead rests on the mat. Close your eyes. Excellent work. Come up to sit on your knees. Cross your legs behind you and roll the legs in front of you to come into a seat. And pull in your core. Lift your legs up into boat pose. Feet are in flex at the height of your eyes. Arms reach out straight. Continuously pull in your core here. For 3, for 2, for 1, and 0. Lower your feet down. Hug yourself into a little ball. Rest for a second. Okay. Come into a butterfly, Baddha Konasana, with the soles of your feet together, knees open. Inhale, stretch your back straight, and exhale, fold forward over your legs. Breathe deeply here, stretching through your hips and back. One more deep breath here. And inhale, rise up and straighten both legs out in front of you with your feet in flex. Straight back, reach your arms up, inhale, exhale, reach for your feet. Breathe deeply here and release all the tension from your legs. On an inhale, rise back up. And we're going to come onto your back, laying down on your mat. Reach both legs up in the air, 90 degrees, with your feet in flex. Take a minute, breathing here, stretching through your legs. You can stay here or start to shift your feet back. Hips rise up, come into a gentle shoulder stand here. So your hands are supporting your lower back. Keep your feet pointed or in flex. Don't crunch your neck. Look straight up at the ceiling. And you can stay here or lower your toes down to touch the ground behind you, coming into plow pose. Feel the stretch through your back. And supporting your lower back with your hands, slowly lower your back down onto the ground. Hug your knees in towards your chest and gently rock side to side on your back. Little circles. Release both feet down to the ground. Left foot reaches up in flex. Cross your left foot on top of your right thigh or knee. Pull both legs in towards your chest, coming into a hip stretch. Maintain both feet in flex. Breathe deeply here, squeezing your legs in towards your chest. And release your legs back down. Left foot presses down. Right leg reaches up. And cross your right foot on top of the left knee. Both feet are in flex. Pull your legs in towards your body. Breathe deeply into the stretch that you feel in your hip. Breathing deeply in and out through your nose. And release both legs down. Straighten both legs down on the mat. Straighten both arms. Close your eyes. Bring one hand to your belly and one hand to your chest. With your eyes closed, start taking deep breaths in through your belly, making sure that only your belly rises with the inhale. Your chest stays perfectly still. So inhale, inflating your belly. Exhale, feel the belly sink back down. Inhale, inflating the belly like a balloon. Exhale, all the air comes out of the belly. The hand on your chest stays perfectly still, taking breaths only in and out through the belly. Try breathing in for the count of 4 and out for the count of 4. Breathe in, inflate your belly. Breathe out, release. Continue breathing in and out through your nose. If your mind wanders, bring it back to your hands on your chest and your belly. Bring it back to the breath. When you're ready, release both of the arms down by your sides and let your breathing come back into normal. So just notice the breath without trying to control it. Take another moment here. Just relaxing and feeling your breath. You're in peace, you're calm. When you're ready, stretch your arms over your head into a big, long body stretch. And hug the knees in towards your chest. Rock very gently and slowly side to side in a little ball. And fall onto your right side. Keep your eyes closed and gently push yourself up to sit in a cross-legged position with your back straight, your hands resting on your legs, and your eyes closed. Take another moment to breathe. Thank you for practicing with me today. I hope you enjoyed the class and that you feel a greater sense of calm now. Bring your hands towards your chest in a prayer position. Bring your hands to the forehead. Bow forward. Namaste. Thank you for practicing with me today.